Hey guys, it's Sierra. So today I'm going to be showing you pretty much a mix between my first and second video. It's going to be a pretty basic, you can wear every day type of look, but we're also going to be incorporating color like I did from the second video. So today we're going to be doing a peach look. We're going to be centering our look around the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette and these peach colors right in here. We're going to be using these three. But I just wanted to make a video showing you guys how you can play with color but still keep it an everyday simple look. This is a little bit more advanced than the second video, considering instead of using neutrals on the lid, we're going to be using color for the whole eye as opposed to one area of the eye. So let's get into it. So as always, we're going to start off with a primer. This is the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. So I'm just going to take the applicator in here and dab it on my face. And then we are just going to rub it in with our hands. I forgot to tie my hair back at the beginning of this video, but now that we're going to start foundation, I'm just going to tie my hair into a low bun just to get it out of my way. And we are going to use our Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation. This is the one from my first video. That's pretty light coverage, and we only need a little tiny bit of it on the back of our hand. We'll go with 2 drops of it, and we're going to pat that in using our damp beauty sponge. So now that we have our foundation on, we're going to go in with our concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy, and we're going to be placing this under our eyes, on our foreheads, down the center of our nose, and on our chin. And just patting our concealer out with our same beauty sponge we used for our foundation. And remember to pat, not swipe. And for our powder today, I'm going to be using the Besame banana powder. The difference between the Laura Mercier powder and this Besame banana powder is, if you can see, this powder is yellow, so it's actually going to cancel out the blue bags underneath our eyes, and it'll brighten it up a lot more than a translucent. I'm going to pack on excess powder where we put our concealer, especially underneath our eyes, to catch whatever fallout of the color falls down. And also, anywhere we put our concealer, we're putting that powder. So next we're going to be doing our eyeshadow. So we always start off with our Makeup Forever Aqua XL eyelid primer. Just a little tiny bit on the back of our hand. And we're going to use our finger to pat that onto our eyelid. First, for our eyeshadow, we're going to be using the shade White Peach to be setting our liquid base. Since we are going to be doing a lot of blending today, we want to make sure that we have a seamless base for our eyeshadows to blend with. And it's a little bit easier to blend over a powder base than just the liquid base. To set your eyeshadow base, you don't necessarily need any particular shade. You need just any matte skin tone or white shade, just to make sure that there's something for your colors to adhere to and blend to. The first shade we're going to go in with is the shade Georgia, which is a really light pink shade. We're going to use that with a fluffy blending brush. And we're going to use this as our transition color in our crease. So you don't necessarily need this palette. Like I say in all my videos, you just need similar colors to this. So any light pink will do the trick. And remember, circular motions and windshield wiper motions. So now that we have our transition shade on, we're going to go in with a darker shade of pink. This is Candied Peach. We're going to be putting this in our outer corner to concentrate it, and then we're going to blend it softly out into our crease. And for this step, you're going to want to be using a tapered blending brush. So next, with the shade Just Peachy on a flat packer brush, this is a pink shade with gold flecks in it. It's a shimmery shade, so we're going to load this onto our brush. And then we're going to spray it with our setting spray just to intensify it a little bit. This shade is going to go towards the outer middle. We're going to split our lid in half and do half one shimmer, half the other shimmer. So this is going to be the outer shimmer. As I said, we are going to split our lid into two. So we're also going to take the shade Bellini, which is a more metallic version of just peachy. So we're going to use that to transition into our inner corner highlight on another flat packer brush. You are also going to want to spray this shade just to intensify it a little bit more. Now that we're almost done, we are actually going to go into our Chocolate Bar Semi-Sweet palette. We're going to use the shade Pink Sugar to highlight our inner corner right here. With this, you are going to take a smaller packing brush. So lastly, for our eyeshadow, we're going to be taking the shade Candied Peach on a angled brush like this, just a little tiny bit, and we're going to be dragging this underneath our eye just to tie the whole look together. You don't want it down too far, you just want it right under your eyelashes. So now that eyeshadow is done, we are going to take a big fluffy brush and just wipe off our bake and any fallout that came down under our eyes from the color we used. So next is to add some contour and color back into our face. We're going to be bronzing with the Benefit Hoola bronzer and an angled brush to fit right into the contours. Remember, keep it up high and not too far down the face. So next we're going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay 24-Hour Blush in the shade Party with just a normal blush brush. And we're just going to apply this on the apples of our cheeks. And next we are going to use the Becca highlighter in the shade Vanilla Quartz on just a tapered highlighting brush. And we're going to place that right on top of our cheekbones, down the bridge of our nose, little on the chin, little on the cupid's bow, and little on the temples. Next we're going to be doing our brows. So since we are still going for an everyday look, just using a little bit of color, I am not going to be filling in my brows with a brow pencil, but we are going to be still combing through them with a spoolie just to get out the extra product. And next we're going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel just to give a little bit of color back to them. And after brows, we are going to move on to mascara. Since our powder products are done, for our top lashes, we are going to be using the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara, and for our bottom lashes, we're going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. So next we are going to use the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie. And we don't want too much color on our lips since this is still an everyday look. So we are just going to pat the color on our lips and then tap it in with our fingers to evenly distribute it. And lastly, to finish up our look, we are going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Just a few spritzes to make sure it stays on all day. Alright, so that concludes my third makeup look. This is a advanced makeup look since we are using just all color, no neutrals really. But I feel like this is a pretty good introduction to color because this is still an everyday look. These are light colors, you can wear them every day. Like I said in my last video, this shouldn't be the first video that you have watched of mine. I do have an introduction video for beginners. I have parts 1 and 2 on my channel, so watch that before you try to do a look like this. So this shouldn't be too hard for beginners. It should just be an introductory to color. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye!